Hey guys, this is Leeza and I am super excited today because I am about to do something that I have been looking forward to for the longest time. It's been on my bucket list for as long as I can remember and it is finally happening. I am going to Tokyo! I happened to be the only Indian on the flight, and I noticed all the Japanese dudes around me taking off their shoes and wearing the airplane slippers as soon as they boarded, so I did the same. They also all ordered champagne. I tried the Japanese nimbu pani called kobusu juice, which smelled amazing. You should try it if you ever fly ANA. The food was pretty good too. After eating, I took a nap, and before I knew it, we'd landed. It's a long and expensive drive from Narita Airport to the main city, but since we had heavy bags, we decided to splurge on a taxi. So I just got to my room and it is amazing. Let me show you around. That's my huge bed with lots of soft, fluffy pillows, and check out that incredible view of the city. And what I just love is that everything you could possibly need is already thought of. There's ice in a heavily insulated ice bucket, so you have ice whenever you need it. And then there's a kettle that always has hot water in it. You never have to heat it yourself. It's always ready, always hot. And then clearly people here enjoy their alcohol. Check out the mini bar. It's stocked with like the best Japanese whiskey ever. It's a shame I don't drink, isn't it? What I do like is tea, and there's a wonderful selection here. Oh, and check out this little box of handmade candy. How cute is that? So after the long flight, the first thing I wanted to do as soon as I checked in was use the bathroom. And honestly, in Japan, bathrooms deserve to be tourist attractions because it's amazing what all you can do in a bathroom here. As an Indian traveling in like Europe or America is always a little unpleasant when it comes to the bathrooms because they don't have the hand wash things, which at least for me is like an essential part of my bathroom ritual. But in Japan, hygiene takes whole new levels of sophistication. The pot is everything you could ever want. It is what dreams are made of. It opens automatically, disinfects, and even the seat is heated. You can use all these buttons to control the temperature and pressure of the spray. The rest of the bathroom was really nice as well. So I just had a shower and I'm all ready to step out. I'm wearing a winter coat because it's like 10 degrees Celsius outside, which for me is very cold. I'm also kind of hungry, so I thought I'd first look for somewhere nice to have lunch. And walking around, I noticed some pretty interesting things. One of them is that Tokyo is obsessed with vending machines, as you might have noticed. And there's also a strange fascination with old school gaming arcades and slot and pachinko machines. It's pretty wild. Of course, my first meal in Japan had to be ramen. After lunch, I thought I'd potter about the buzzing Shinjuku station area nearby. So I am at this really interesting store called Tokyu Hands where you get the most randomly, amazingly bizarre things. It is so quintessentially Japanese. Like some things you get here, I don't think you can get anywhere else in the world. So after a really fun day exploring Shinjuku, I'm about to head out to dinner and I'm super excited about this because one of the things I was most looking forward to in this trip was eating out because Tokyo has the most Michelin star restaurants in the world right now. The food here is supposed to be incredible, and tonight we're going to a 3 Michelin star restaurant. I've never been to one before in my life. This one is called RyuGin. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, it's supposed to be absolutely spectacular. And the thing about these places, though, is that they can be pretty formal. So I think I might not be able to vlog inside the restaurants. I wanted to tell you about it before I head over there. But I'll definitely take lots of pictures of the food and maybe even some videos. I just might not be able to talk to the camera while I'm in there. But yeah, it's supposed to be just out of this world. I think it'll be a meal that I remember for the rest of my life. The menu arrived like a love letter, which was perfect because the food was about to steal my heart. First, an appetizer of octopus and bamboo shoot. Next, steamed tilefish in a broth of Mount Fuji water. Then, fugu or puffer fish, which if not prepared properly can kill you. We got to try it 3 ways with some yuzu dipping sauce. Then came my favorite, a basket of raw baby sea eel. Each transparent sliver in there is actually a whole baby eel to be eaten with another delicious dipping sauce. Next was a fish soup which was served with some delicate somen noodles, and this was followed by some heavier hot main courses including seared blackthroat sea perch and a steaming plate of olive-fed beef. The cattle literally feeds on olives, which gives the meat a unique smoothness. Then some Japanese rice with mushrooms and seaweed and a soup where the tofu was made to look like a chrysanthemum. Finally, dessert. Sake souffle and strawberry milk with creme brulee ice cream and of course, hot matcha tea. Back at my hotel, I took in the breathtaking views of the city at night before going to bed. So it's day 2 in Tokyo and I am about to go check out Tokyo Station. I got on the subway and it reminded me so much of New York City. Everyone on the train looked some combination of busy and tired, with places to go and things to do. And by the way, lots of people wear masks on a daily basis in Tokyo because they don't want to get sick or get others sick. When I reached Tokyo Station, it felt to me like a Japanese Grand Central. It's absolutely beautiful architecturally, very stately and impressive, both inside and out. It also happens to be full of little shops dedicated to food-related souvenirs. If you like cute things, or you like sweet things, or you like both, Tokyo will feel like heaven on earth. We noticed a cookie shop called Pressed Butter Stand where dozens of people had lined up waiting to buy a box hot out of the oven. Baked goods are a big thing in Tokyo, and these shortbread cookies filled with Hokkaido butter and caramel are super delicious. Outside, there was a special surprise in bloom. Cherry blossom! I took tons of photos of the beautiful sakura flowers, and then I made my way to a famous stationery store called Itoya. From paper in literally every color to thousands of different pencils, tons of cool stickers, and all kinds of erasers, you can easily spend the whole day engrossed in this beautiful and peaceful store. But I had dinner to get to, and so I headed out into the rush hour madness to make it to my reservation on time. Tonight I have a dinner reservation at this restaurant called Narisawa, which is supposed to be one of the best restaurants in Asia. It has been consistently ranked among the 50 top restaurants in Asia, and it has 2 Michelin stars, and it's supposed to be a really innovative and stylish and modern take on Japanese food. I cannot wait. Narisawa was bustling, but the service was impeccable. First came a trilogy of moss, crispy fish, and fermented dough, which was to be baked into bread on the table. Next, skewers of soft-shell turtle, startlingly tasty, and just FYI, this stuff is farmed, not wild. Then came a crab meat and tile fish soup, and then one of my favorite parts of the meal. A waiter prepared this frozen ash-like garnish in a liquid nitrogen chamber to go on top of a whole steamed squid. It was all very dramatic and delicious. Next, slices of sea bream layered like little petals over a seaweed broth, followed by caramelized quail legs in a foam of Hokkaido butter, and some deep-fried pufferfish, and then came another of my favorites, the most velvety soft, melt-in-your-mouth Kobe steak encrusted with charcoal. And for dessert, a delicate brown sugar cake with its own syrup and ice cream. So after that exquisite meal, I think I better call it a night early because I have to be up and about tomorrow morning in time to make it to Tsukiji Fish Market, and it all closes by noon, so you gotta get there early. I better get my beauty sleep. And I've heard that the market isn't for the faint-hearted, but I personally am really into food and I love seafood, and so I think it's gonna be a pretty fun morning. Even though we woke up really early, we missed the tuna auction because it happens at the crack of dawn, but it was still totally worth coming. You will see every kind of underwater creature imaginable here. Crabs, fish, shellfish, you name it, they've got it. So although the fish market is remarkably clean and organized and non-smelly, it is still not for the faint-hearted because you will for sure see some weird and wonderful things. But if you're into this stuff like I am, it is a super interesting experience. You also get to taste some of the freshest seafood at the food stalls in the market. We ate some ikura and sea urchin rolls at one stall and some superbly fresh sashimi over rice at another. I also got to see fresh wasabi root and ombre strawberries at a fruit and veggie stall nearby. So after waking up really early to make it in time for the fish market, I came back, chilled out a bit, and now I'm all set to head over to Harajuku and Omotesando, which are two really fashionable shopping areas and a great place to see Japanese street style. After checking out some of the bigger stores on the high street, we headed to the famous Takeshita Dori in Harajuku, which I have to admit is mad crowded, but it's pretty cool. There's loads of shops with over-the-top girly fashion accessories. Think shoes and bags with cats and bows, emoji buttons, and lipstick hair ties. And you can even buy giant rainbow cotton candy. Then we saw a sneaker store with a massive line outside. Apparently Nike was dropping a limited edition animal print sneaker that day. And get this, you had to be wearing limited edition Nikes of your own in order to be eligible to even stand in line to buy a pair. Crazy! Here's a little sneak peek at just what the fuss was all about. Pretty intense stuff. We then headed over to Shibuya to witness the Shibuya Crossing. Apparently, this four-way junction is the busiest intersection in the world. I cannot believe that this is my last night in Tokyo. It has been such a magical trip. And for me, of course, the priority has been food, so I'm really excited about our last dinner. We're going to Yakitori Street, where you get to eat all this skewered meat and vegetables. That's what yakitori is, and they grill it right in front of you in these really cute, super local street-side stalls. But I still can't believe that the trip is over. It has been nothing short of spectacular. Tokyo, you've been amazing, and I cannot wait to be back. But for now, it's time to go home.